Good morning. Welcome to a very, very special juice and chat. Today is Monday, April 29th. I'm doing a special juice and chat because on Wednesday, May 1st, is going to be my 1-year anniversary since I quit drinking. And a lot has changed. I have a lot of thoughts about it. There's a lot of gratitude and a lot of introspective looking right now. My life at this time last year was very, very different, and I'm very grateful. So I'm gonna talk about that a little bit. Before we get started, we should definitely talk about this beautiful juice. I am really loving carrots lately. The color is really doing it for me. The flavor, I love the carrot juice. The combination of carrots with oranges and turmeric, that's what this is. So let's take a quick sip. Beta-carotene. Carrots, obvi, oranges, Fuji apple, romaine, and lemon, turmeric, apple cider vinegar, cayenne. And actually I've been loving putting some sea salt on top. Salt just brings the flavors out in pretty much everything. Oh, the girls are totally lounging right now. I took them on a beautiful walk this morning and now they're chill. They were not chill on the walk. No, they were not. So I'm wearing this beautiful dress that I wanted to save for this special occasion. One more thing I wanted to bring attention to is I tinted my hair. I love doing that, and I forgot that I had this shampoo. It works really well for bleached out hair, and this just washes out. I like it. We're doing special things. I also bleached my eyebrows yesterday, so I've got my touched up eyebrows, I've got my pink hair, I got my blue dress on, and I think it's a very, very sexy dress. And I don't ever wear color because I really don't have any color. I have a couple of little color items that I'm starting to try to bring into my wardrobe. Color is just so beautiful. I'm obsessed. I want to get a dress or a shirt that's this color. I think this is such a beautiful color. Anyway, enough about the juice. How about a kiss? Lovely. And now it's time for the chat. May 1st, 2023. Let's go back in time a little bit, shall we? I was in a pretty bad place. I was definitely drinking pretty heavily. I always used it mainly because I used to struggle with so much social anxiety, and it was my way of letting my guard down a little bit. So I felt like I needed to fit in, abusing yourself in order to get some kind of approval from someone else. When really, guys, the actual approval you're always seeking is your own. And that is the truth. You heard it here first.
I am loving this juice.
I stopped drinking for about 2 years. So I stopped in 2019. Didn't drink all of 2020 during lockdown. Didn't drink most of 2021. I got a job at a restaurant again. I started drinking a few months after that. And drank for about 2 years. I started to hate the way I would behave. I would be waking up in the morning hungover and also just oh God, I'm humiliated. What did I say? What did I do? It's an awful feeling. I decided that I was gonna stop drinking again. Because I remember when I stopped the first time, my whole life changed. Everything got better, and I was kind of kicking myself for starting drinking again. So I think in some ways I needed it. I think I needed to go back and drink again to really see how negatively it impacts me. I stopped drinking, lost 30 pounds. It just kind of came off. Not only is it high in calories, also after a night of drinking, I would come home and in the middle of the night, I would be like, man, I got the munchies. That burger it is. I'd pass out. Food is just sitting there while you're sleeping, trying to sleep, trying to rest, fermenting in your gut with the alcohol that you drink. So it's just nasty. I had already decided May 1st was going to be the day I was going to stop. I decided to have a big hurrah the last day. I was actually already playing with Pez heads. We did have a rehearsal. The place booked. After work, a friend and I decided we would just go across the street to a bar because I had a few hours to kill. Let's get a couple drinks. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the backyard of that bar. Girlfriend left me, okay? Needless to say, we're not friends anymore. Really hurt me. I was never really truly able to. I did tell her. I don't think she understood just how awful that was. Her thoughts were that we know the bartenders, and so I was in safe hands. Me, I felt betrayed because she was wanting to hang out with this guy that she was seeing. Left someone you call friend. Just leave him at the bar, passed out, drunk. Great friend. That was so humiliating to me. I ended up being like 2 hours late for rehearsal because I was passed out and couldn't drive because I got so, I don't know what happened. It was like I was roofied, but I don't know. It was really, really bad. I was texting with the guys and I was like, oh, sorry, I got held up at work. Never told them that I was actually passed out drunk at a bar. On the drive home, I got really nauseous and threw up in my car. It was disgusting. I showed up at this rehearsal smelling like alcohol, probably smelling like puke. I'm gonna ruin this if I keep doing this. I already made the decision I was gonna stop for whatever reason. That whole experience, I guess I was lucky, made me feel like I'm done and this is not gonna be hard. And it honestly wasn't. Both times that I quit drinking, it was not difficult. The difficult part this time was actually the withdrawals. The first time I do not remember having withdrawals. It's crazy because I was drinking pretty heavily up until that point as well. I had to do a lot of reevaluating. I cut a lot of people out of my life. I saw who my real friends were and I decided I was never going to engage with people who are gonna just use me as someone to be there for them when they need me, but not be there for me when I need them. After that, everything started to change. The first month was kind of tough, mainly because of the withdrawal. I had a couple spells of pretty intense panic attacks where I thought I was like actually dying. I was reading up a lot about quitting alcohol and how you can actually die from quitting alcohol if you were a really heavy user. I knew I wasn't to that point, but you kind of freak yourself out. That probably happened maybe like 3 weeks into it. And then beyond that, it kind of just got better and better. The band really came together. We started playing lots of shows and the way that I look changed, the way that I feel changed, my confidence level increased. Everything got better. To wrap this up, would I ever drink again? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't because I know how bad it was for me. There was really no benefit to it at all. Don't need it in my life. The first time that I stopped, I said, I'm just gonna not drink until I want to drink. Like, I just don't need it right now. I don't want it. I was always kind of trying to be like, well, I don't want to say never because who knows? And certainly it's possible for me to have a glass of wine and not get fucking wasted. But the way I see it now is that even a glass of wine makes me red hot, tired, and kind of drowsy and just, it doesn't do anything for me. I feel better drinking a juice or having a kombucha. I hate being absolute about things, but it's just, there's a real clear understanding in deep within me that just sees the difference and how much better my life is now than it was then. To me, socializing, being around people is not difficult without alcohol. I actually was very surprised the first time around to find all I need is just to have a beverage in my hand. And my brain literally thinks that I'm just a part of the socializing circle drinking an alcoholic beverage, but I'm not getting that wasted feeling. I don't like when somebody is drunk around me. It depends on the person. Some people can really handle it. Some people are totally normal. Some people are funny and fun and I enjoy them. A lot of times, like that very stereotypical drunk, which you see all the time, who is just obnoxious and sloppy and slurring their speech and touching you and being really gross. I don't like being around that. I'll be kind and compassionate, but don't like that vibe. That is my story. Hope maybe that inspired someone. Thank you for listening. We'll continue to film Juice and Chats and put them out as they are ready. Let's take one more little sip. Here's to a better life, one in which you feel empowered, one in which you are doing what you want to do and not trying to fit the expectations of your peers. So with that in mind, let's do a quick little showcase of the girls. Gracious. Oh my goodness, my sweet girls. Nice, my baby girls. They're so sweet. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you on the next Juice and Chat.